All right, all right. What's going on, cousin Jay? How you doing this evening? Good to see you. And you know who it is? It's JL, the anti-guru, and it's Mo Money Monday. Today it is Monday. I'm not in a time warp like I was last week. So we're going to be talking about what really sells people. And trust me, it's not what you think. So let's turn this music down and we'll get right to it. So this is about the why and how to get people to react with their emotions, because it's emotion that drives sales. You probably have heard it before, but I'm going to say it. People buy with their emotions. You know, they make decisions to buy based on their emotions, and then they justify it with logic. So if you've been trying to logically sell to people and logically tell them all of the features and you can do this, and I saw a guy's live or a watch party today where he was talking about some opportunity to make some money, and all he talked about was making the money. So, you know, I've said this before, guys, if you are leading with money, because make money is a motivator, but however, you know, people need to know the how and the why. You know, they got to be able to see how they're going to be able to make this money and how it's going to work for them, because they never care about what's going on with you. They always care about what's going on with them. So, you know, a perfect example of an emotional where I saw a commercial, and you've probably seen them, those Life Alert commercials. Yesterday I was watching TV and Life Alert commercial came on, and you know, it just painted this terrible picture of your loved one or yourself falling down and can't get up. And it said, you know, you may be laying down for hours or even days, you know, so you need to get this Life Alert. And it invokes emotion in most people, because we all have people that we care about, whether they're grandparents or parents, or if we are senior citizens ourselves. Of course, we care about ourselves, don't want to be laying there hurt and disabled and can't get up, and all kinds of things can happen to you. So that's a perfect example of how the images and the words that they use, because this is basically about copywriting, guys. This is about writing copy that invokes emotion. And it's not so much the written word, because when you're talking to people, you're using words. So learning how to write copy, learning how to speak in a way that invokes emotion from people is going to definitely help your sales and help you earn more income. Because the meaning of what a thing is or what your service does is what invokes emotion. That's that new thing. We're going to get some cremotion. That's too close to cremation though, so I don't know I want to do that. But, you know, think of it like this, you know, your product or service, it does blank so you can blank. You know, that's the basic formula. We've talked about that in some of the other lessons about copywriting, and where I put in it does or it is, so you can, you know, this new software does this so you can save time, or this new software does that, or this service does this so that you can spend more time with your family or have more time freedom. So the thing is, though, as soon as you make a statement like that about something, what it is or what it does, you get to use. Now, there are two magic words that you need to use, and those magic words are which means. So some examples of that is my service does this, which means you can do that, or my product does this, so you'll be able to do this, or if you use this coaching, you don't have to worry about learning how to do this stuff all on your own. So you want to tie your product or your service into the meaning of what it does for people, because remember, it is always about them. If you have to take yourself out of the equation, I don't care what it is that you're promoting. It can be the best thing since sliced cheese, and you're all into it and you talk about this thing, but you never connect with people on an emotional level, and you never connect with people trying to satisfy their needs, because, you know, the things that you can tie this in is people have a love for something, they hate something, they have a fear of something, like fear of missing out. You can cater to their vanity if it's something that would cater to their vanity, something that caters to their pride, something that caters to their greed, or their freedom, or something they're longing for. Like if they're longing for more time to spend with their family, or, you know, those are the kinds of things, as you're writing your copy, you have to take that into account. And remember those two magic words, which means my product does XYZ ABC, which means you can do this faster. You know, like and I got this out of the book I've been reading. I am only got one more chapter to go, Copywriting Secrets. There are 31 secrets in this book, and I have only shared with you, I think, about 4 or 5. But I wanted to put this in because I thought it was something that was really essential that you can learn and start using and modeling in your business. Because again, it doesn't matter what kind of business you have, if you're promoting a product or a service or a business opportunity or a book, whatever it is, your copywriting is going to be one of the major things that will help you to make sales and convert and create whatever it is that you're looking for. What's going on, Tanya? Appreciate you being in here with us. But let me go over this since you just came in, because we're talking about what really sells people, and we're talking about emotion. And again, this is about sales copy and about copywriting, but don't always think that it's the written word. When you're speaking, you have to talk to people's emotion, because emotion is what drives sales. Remember the formula, it does so-and-so, so you can so-and-so. These are little templates. The 2 magic words after you make a statement about what it does or what it is which means. And my examples is, which means you will be able to do this, which means you don't have to do that, which means you can save time, save money. The primary things that you want to talk to, or you want the emotions you want to go with, are fear and desire. People are always afraid of missing out on something, and their desires are what motivate them, you know. But the funny thing is, like I've said before in my other lives, people will move away from pain faster than they will to pleasure. But they do both work. So remember that it's you tie in your product or service to the meaning, which is they have a love for something, they hate something, they fear something, their vanity, their pride, something they're longing for, greed, or freedom. But again, remember the 2 main things, the 2 primary things are fear and desire, because people buy on emotion and they justify with logic. Let me say that one more time. People buy on emotion and they justify it with logic. So you have to get into their mindset. Remember, take yourself out of the equation. No matter what it is you're promoting, whether it's a product, a service, a business opportunity, whether it's online, offline, it doesn't matter. This stuff works because everyone has emotions. And if you can get your target niche and you start talking to their emotions and talking to their pains and talking to their pleasures, and then you put something in front of them that says, hey, this is going to fix it for you, or this is going to make it easier for you. Oh, y'all like my shirt? Bless up. But like I said, get into the emotional connection, the meaning of a product. Like we'll use a drill. A drill, you be selling a drill. It's got 18-volt electric engine. It's got all these attachments, and people are like, okay, that sounds great. But if you say, hey, pick up this 18-volt drill because it's going to get the job done quicker, so you can get those to-do lists better, so you can get yourself seated on the couch watching football, or you can be a hero to your wife. Or, if you had another feature, like it's got a magnetic plate on it that holds some of the screws so that you could look at it like this. You got that thing so the screws won't fall. Say you're up on a ladder and the screw falls and drops and embeds in somebody's head. You know, so the variations are endless. And the exercise that, or what I want you to do, your mission, should you choose to take it, but I guarantee this will not self-destruct in 5 seconds, is to sit down and just start writing those kinds of things, talking about what it means emotionally to people. Remember, the 2 magic words are which means. So my service does XYZ ABC, which means it can do ABC 1, 2, 3. And try to write a lot of those. Don't go with just the surface stuff. Try to write 20 or 30. And I say, look, we'll just make it a nice 20. Write 20 of those for your product, your service, your opportunity, whatever it is. And then the last thing I want to talk about, which is also related, is testing. When you write these headlines, when you write these bullet points, when you write this sales copy, you have to constantly test it. So that's why you want to have all these variations. You always want to do what we call A/B testing, because you might have one copy and it's working really good for you. But if you do a little bit of a variation, you may be able to increase the effectiveness of that copy by 50%, 100%. Because let's say you had some sales copy and it wasn't making any sales, and then you tweaked a couple of words, rewrote it a little bit, and then you made 5 sales. Well, that's an increase of 500%. So, but you have to test those things. And then that way you can come up with superior copy, because this is a trial. It's not really a trial and error, but it's really just tweaking what's working when you get something that works. And don't be afraid to mess with it, because here's the thing. Good is never good enough. Good is the enemy of great. Remember that. Write that down. I'm going to say that one more time. Good is the enemy of great. All right. I've been on here almost a little over 12 minutes. You know, I'm trying to keep it down to 12 or 15 minutes. So if this has been of value to you, if you found that this helped you in any way, you know, please like and share. If you know of someone who can benefit from some of this information, please share it with them. Again, if you have not, thank you, sir. Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Jay. That's why I got my man Jay on here. If you want to pick up a copy of this book, you can get it 100% free. You only have to pay shipping. I think shipping is $8. And I urge you to get this book because, like I said, there are 31 secrets in here, and we've only scratched the surface. And now I'm not going to teach any more out of it because I got to finish reading it and finish testing out the rest of it. And maybe I might come back in a couple of weeks and share some other things, because the things that I've shared with you are things that I already used, already tested, already know they work. So the link is up in the description. Jay has put it in the comments. It is a free book. All you have to do is pay shipping and you can get that book. I think it'll take you about 8 or 9 days before you get it. So again, also, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go and subscribe. It is JL Bumbrey. All of these videos are in my playlist, JL the Anti-Guru training videos. And we will be back on Thursday. Not quite sure what we're going to be talking about, guys, but I'm probably going to talk about something that's a little bit more of a mindset and get away from some of the technical stuff and help people break free from some of their limiting beliefs. And, you know, because I really believe that that's what hinders a lot of us. But also, I've also been thinking about what we need to do in our communities as business people to activate other people. But that may be another live. I don't know. I'm gonna think on that and pray on that. But again, I appreciate everybody who's been on here with me live. Always a pleasure seeing you. And again, I'm almost at 15 minutes, so I'm not going to bore you anymore. Please like, share, and comment, and we will see you on Thursday. Peace.